Hey everybody, what is up? It's your girl Lady Mouse and I'm back with my second video. Yes. Okay, my apologies to you guys because this video was supposed to have been uploaded, well, recorded and uploaded on Friday. Unfortunately, I have some other things to take care of. Secondly, I'm apologizing for the quality of this video. This is actually like my fourth time, maybe fifth time trying to record this video. I was initially doing it from my phone, but I'm having some issues with my phone. I'm having some issues with my phone, so that's why I am now recording off of my laptop. So the quality is pretty sucky. I don't really like it. But bear with me. This is just the beginning. Somewhere down the line I do intend on getting an actual camera so you guys can get the best quality. But for right now this is what I have. So yeah. We just kinda gotta deal with it. So, what else? Also, before we get into the video, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification if you haven't already, so that way when I upload a video, you will be notified and you don't have to miss out on all this good content. Okay? What else? Oh, most importantly, tomorrow, November 6th, is important. It's very imperative that we get out here in the streets and we go out and we vote. Okay? The midterm elections just as important as the presidential election. I know a lot of us don't normally do that, but you have to get out there. We have to vote. We have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to let our voices be heard and, you know what I'm saying, just take back control. You know what I'm saying? And to make this world better. You know what I'm saying? For us, for our children, it's imperative. So I'm encouraging everybody, you know what I'm saying, to get out there and to vote. Okay? Now that we have that out the way, let's jump into the video. As you can tell from the title, this video is going to be about abuse. Okay? And the reason why I went ahead and decided to do a video on abuse is because last month, I believe, there's there was a specific YouTuber who goes by the name of Christelle. Um, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with other YouTube celebrities. I don't know, but even if you're not, if you're on Instagram and you follow the Shade Room, you might have seen a story. Christelle was involved with a former child actor by the name of Parker McKenna. They was in a whole relationship or whatever. Um, and just last month, there was a video of Parker leaving Houston, and she had a black eye, what appeared to be a black eye. Everybody was speculating, oh, it's a black eye, it's a black eye. Sometime after that, a picture um, surfaced of Parker with a black eye, bruises on her arm, and bruises on her ribs. Everybody was speculating that, oh, Chris must have beat her up, Chris did it, Chris did it. She never confirmed or denied at that point. I believe her mom had commented on somebody's post where she didn't necessarily say that he did it, but she said something that kind of led towards the belief that Chris really was the one who actually did hit Parker. Let me put you guys on hold real quick. Okay. So after that, I think somewhere on Twitter, Parker did confirm that Chris hit her, but it's still there was some speculation that it might not have actually been Parker's real Twitter page. So no one knows. However, just I believe the weekend before last, I believe, Chris was actually arrested for domestic violence. Um, he was arrested, and according to the statement that Parker gave to police, she claims that they got into an argument because somebody DM'd her. I think it was an ex or some random guy, I don't know, DM'd her, and Chris was jealous, and they apparently got into a bit of an argument that led into becoming physical. She claims that he was the aggressor, and at one point I think she said they were outside. He was choking her. She tried to get free. She ended up. She said she feared for her life, and in fearing for her life, she runs back inside of his house, grabs some bottles, and throws it at him because she's afraid for her life and she's trying to defend herself. That's her story. Anyway, so he gets released. No, he got arrested. Then he was released on bond, and then the bond was revoked. He got rearrested, but now he's home. Okay. So according to his side, he's claiming that he told Parker he no longer wanted to be in a relationship with her. She was arguing with him. She was drunk, arguing with him. He didn't want to argue with her because, for one, they had company. Two, because his son was there. So he didn't really want to argue. They agreed to go outside to talk. She was very irate, I guess. She was drunk, loud. He didn't want to argue with her being loud and extra for no reason. So he said he tried to come back into the apartment. She wouldn't let him. She claims that she was punching and slapping him. He mentioned something about spitting. I don't know if she spit in his face that time, but he said she did spit on him on like 3 different occasions, but I'm not sure if that was one of the occasions. He said he was holding his arm out like this to try to fight her off. He even was calling for his friend Antonio to come and get her to calm the situation down. Eventually, he was able to go back inside the house. He said he went inside the house to get his son because his son was there um, in the living room, I believe. So he goes in there. She starts grabbing bottles, glass bottles. He said Hennessy bottles, champagne bottles, and was throwing it at him while he's with his son. So that's the story. That's their both their sides in a nutshell. So here's my thing. Okay, abuse from anybody is not okay. I don't care if it's a girl abusing a guy, guy abusing a girl. It's not okay. Verbal, physical is not okay. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of women who feel like they kind of like being in relationships with guys where they're always fighting, and to them it's like, oh, he loved me, he loved me. If he didn't love me, he wouldn't. That's retarded. Okay, I'm just gonna say that it's stupid. A guy or somebody loves you, they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to cause no pain towards you or anything like that. So no matter how mad they get with you, no matter what type of argument or disagreement, dispute, whatever that you two get into, they're not going to put their hands on you. They're not going to say something that's going to hurt you because they know that at the end of the day, when you say something, you can't take that back. Once it's out there, that's that. It's there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many times you apologize. I don't care how many times you buy flowers, chocolate, cards, jewelry, whatever. It doesn't take away what you said. It doesn't erase what was said. It doesn't take away the pain that was inflicted behind those words. You get what I'm saying? I like to say, abuse is wrong and all, like, I don't care. It's just wrong in general. But I like to always say that sometimes the verbal, and the emotional abuse, all of that right there hurts worse than the physical because the bruises, all of that, it's gonna heal. It's gonna go away. The scars are gonna go away. But that stuff, the pain that comes from somebody saying some hurtful stuff, especially when it's somebody that you love, when it's somebody that you love and you care about, and they say something to you that's so hurtful, it's so much harder to heal from that. And a lot of the times, you never heal. That's why you see a lot of people who've been like a lot of people who have family situations where, you know what I'm saying, they are grown now and they still are trying to heal from something that was said to them or done to them by a family member when they were young. That's because that words hurt so bad. Like it really do. It really, I mean, a lot of times it depends on who it's coming from because if a stranger says something to you, it's kind of like, yeah, whatever, whatever. But when it's coming from somebody that you love or somebody that's supposed to love you or claims to love you and care about you, and they say some hurtful, mean stuff to you, that, like, it sticks with you. It sticks with you. You can forgive, but you can't forget it, and you can never, you know, erase it. It's like it's stuck in your head and stuck in your heart where you remember that this person who you love, this person who claims to love you, really said this about you or did this to you, and it's kind of like you just can't shake it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell people like a person who gets into an argument with you and then they say some disrespectful off the wall stuff to you, that's not love. You know what I'm saying? Love is okay, you working my nerves, you pissing me off, or you did something that pissed me off, or whatever the case may be, and I know how I am. I know that if I say, you know, I have a tendency to say something that I know I'm not going to be able to take back, or, you know, my hands get crazy. So, you know what? I'm going to walk away because I love you too much. I love you too much to sit in this room with you after what you just pulled and engage in this kind of behavior because I'm gonna end up spazzing, I'm gonna hurt you, and I love you too much to do that. So I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna go cool off. And I advise you to go and do the same. Then once we cool off, we can come back and we can revisit this topic and this conversation and hopefully be able to talk like adults. That's love. Okay, that is love. Not calling each other out of each other's names or whatever. Not putting your hands on each other and then coming back with a sad face of "I'm sorry, I love you, I was just, you know, whatever, whatever." No, that's not love. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, we have to stop making excuses. Like I see so many stupid ass excuses where, oh no, he was just having a bad day, or he was upset, you know what I'm saying? He had a hard day at work, or you know, I should have never, you know, I know better than to talk to him as soon as he come home, or you know what I'm saying? I need to give him a minute to cool down before I say something to him. That's why. It's not saying things like, oh no, he didn't hit me. The water jumped out the pipe and punched me in my eye. Stop that. Stop making excuses. Like it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's really sad because it's like you have to have where's your pride? Where's your self esteem? You know what I'm saying? Where's your pride and your self esteem? And trust me, this is not me coming at you from a judgmental place because I have had my experiences with abuse myself. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand, but it's like you have to learn to love yourself, value yourself, because when you do, the first sign of some type of physical abuse or abuse period, you're gonna be like, oh hell no, 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 bye bye, because I'm too good of a person. I don't care if I'm overweight. I don't care if I'm too skinny. I don't care if you think I'm ugly. I don't care what you might think of me. I love myself way too much to ever sit here and allow you, some dusty ass boy or some raggedy ass girl, to think you're gonna just put your hands on me and we just no, that's not how that's gonna work on this side. Sorry. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So you have to love yourself, you have to value yourself, and you have to know your worth. Okay? You have to know your worth. Nobody deserves to be getting beat on. You know what I'm saying? You don't. And if you are in a situation like that, ladies, gentlemen, whatever, get out. You know what I'm saying? Get out. Because it can only lead to something way worse. Because let me tell you something. Once the person can put their hands on you that one time, once they've experienced that and they put their hands on you, and especially if there's no consequence behind it, if they hit you and all it takes is for them to say I'm sorry and you're right back in their arms. Let me tell you something. That is not going to be the last time that they put their hands on you. It's not because you made it so easy for them the first time that the next time is just going to be even easier and even easier and easier and easier to the point where they're just gonna keep knocking you upside your head. So if you find yourself in that type of situation, you have to go, walk away, leave. You know what I'm saying? If they love you, then they'll really seek the help that they need to figure out or to figure out why they had to go that route. You know what I'm saying? And really work on themselves so that it never happens again. But if you just taking them back just because all they said was sorry or because they brought you some flowers, you know what I'm saying? Just like them flowers gonna die sooner or later, I mean eventually, he gonna be right back putting his hands on you eventually also. But probably around the same time the flowers gonna die. Okay? So don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. You're too beautiful. You're too important to somebody, and you're too good of an individual to be sitting and putting up with that. Okay, um, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself. You know, the whole Park and Chris situation. You know, I don't necessarily believe that either one of them are the victim. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe their story. Like this always three sides to the story. There's his side, there's her side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth, right? Um, I do not 100% believe both of their stories. I think some of what he said is true. I think some of what she said is true. I, for one, do believe that Parker was the aggressor. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I say that because if you ever paid attention to any of their videos that they've done together, you'll see why. Parker's a wild individual. Like, she's very wild, you know what I'm saying? Like, very, I don't want to say full of herself, but, you know, she thinks really highly of herself. Like she just has this attitude about herself that she thinks she's all of that. You know what I'm saying? She thinks she's so cute. And she's a gorgeous girl, like she really is. You know what I'm saying? But she has this attitude where she feels like, you know, like she's one of the boys and I don't know, her whole aura and everything about her from what I've seen, I 100% believe that she was the aggressor. I believe that 100%. Which is what I think. Does that mean that I think Chris was the victim? No, absolutely not. I'm pretty sure that he was engaged in an argument with her, and I'm pretty sure he did more than just slap her because Shorty had bruises on her wrist, she had bruises on her arm, she had bruises on her wrist. You don't get that from just slapping someone. You don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he definitely even no matter what it was she was doing, you know what I'm saying? He could have called the cops. He could have just put her outside, closed the door, and locked it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his home. It's his crib. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself in the crib, lock the door, call the cops, pack her stuff up, and leave it by the door like, look, you gotta go. Because at the end of the day, I have my son here, and he's way, way more important than any type of drama you trying to bring to my doorstep right now. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely things that he could have done to avoid that whole situation. But Parker, sweetheart, I'm not buying her story either. Because despite the fact that she's talking about, oh, I ran in the house because I feared for my life and I ran in the house to get some bottles to throw at him to defend myself. Sweetheart, if you was really 100% scared for your life, you not running back into that person's apartment. You're going to run to go get some type of help. You're running to safety. You're going somewhere other than back inside that person's home where he can easily come in and lock the door and you stuck in there and he can further abuse you and further harm you. That's not what you would do. Okay, you're going to run the opposite direction. Fear makes you do stupid stuff, but it don't make you go running back into that person, the abuser's home. It'll make you, fear will have you running down a block butt naked, no shoes on your feet, nothing, looking for some type of help. That's what fear does. Not, oh, let me run back inside his house, grab some bottles and throw at him to further antagonize him. That shit doesn't make no type of sense at all. Okay, so I'm not buying her story. I think she was on 100. Like, oh, well, you hit me, all right. She must have really thought that she could beat him in some kind of way. That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I tell you, ladies, please, let me tell you something. if you make the decision to step inside of a ring with a grown ass man, okay, you have no choice but to deal with whatever the consequences of that decision is. Whatever the consequences whatever the consequences of that decision, you have to deal with it. So basically, if you end up walking into that ring and you get your ass beat, you have to deal with that. You don't get to be big and bad and act all tough like, oh yeah, I could beat him, yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass, I'm gonna this, that, and the third. And you get into that ring with this man, and then you get your ass beat. Then you want to come out the ring, you want to go call your grandfather, your daddy, your uncle, your cousins, your brother, the niggas off the block. You want to go call the cops. You don't get to do that because you chose to go into that ring and fight this man. You chose to do that. Okay? It is not so many girls like to play victim. They like to sit there and knowing that they're the aggressor, knowing that they initiated, knowing that they was poking a sleeping bear, knowing it was them, and as soon as that bear wake up and attack, now it's, oh my god, I can't believe you did that, you really hit me, da, da, da. Or you gonna get the cops, you gonna get, like, come on now, stop that. Stop. If you keep your hands to yourself, if you stop trying to act tougher than what you actually are, you won't find yourself in that type of situation. I can speak on it because I actually do fight guys. I'm guilty of that. I've had um several fights with dudes, several. Okay, and you know a majority of those fights, you know what I'm saying, or in incidents where I didn't go calling to get the cops. I mean, granted, I didn't get beat up, but I didn't go calling the cops because he punched me. No, we fighting. We fighting, so whatever happens, happens. I could have easily walked away. I didn't have to stand there and engage in the fight. I could have walked away. There was never, I was never in a situation where, with the guy where we was fighting, where they was holding me against my will and actually, trying to keep me from leaving. You know what I'm saying, by whooping my ass. No, I was like, oh, word, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? But if that's the type of energy that you're going to have, then if you get your ass beat, keep the same energy. If I would have went into a situation like that and then came out getting my ass beat, I'm still gonna be like, all right, you just gotta take that L. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take that L. Like I said, I don't condone physical domestic abuse, whatever. I don't condone it. But at the end of the day, it's only but so much a person is going to take. As little kids, we are taught by our parents, grandparents, whomever you was raised by, to always defend yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody hit you. Don't let nobody do this to you. Don't let nobody do that to you. That does not just stand for us women. It don't. That doesn't just apply to us. It applies to men also. They have a human right to defend themselves against somebody who is coming for them. You know what I'm saying? Abusing them. It's one thing if you just run off with your mouth, that's different. Like words is words. You can walk away from that, like, okay, whatever. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But the minute they stop talking, they put their hands on you, you have every right to defend yourself, however which way you see fit to do so. Okay? So if this man were to just hit you upside your head for no reason or because you did something or because you said something that they didn't like, if you know that you would have a problem with that, then why are you doing that to him? I don't know what the situation was about. I don't know if it's really because Chris said he wanted to leave her or because he got jealous over her DM. I don't know. Either way, none of those situations, you know what I'm saying, should result in any type of physical altercation. You don't want to be with somebody don't want to be with you no more. Okay, bye. Let them go. 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to you anyway. Okay? This is not the first time that Chris and Parker has broken up or gone through, well, broken up or whatever. They broke up before. You know what I'm saying? Um, it happens. You'll be all right. You'll be just fine. Or if your girl or your man or whatever is texting other people or someone's texting them, that still does not give you a right to put your hands on them. You know what I'm saying? Period. So this is why, you know, you pretty much have to, young girls, you have to understand that you, A, keep your hands to yourself. Period. Especially if you know you're not built for that type of situation, that type of lifestyle. If you're not built for it, keep your hands to yourself. Don't be that person that runs your mouth or constantly putting your hands on a person, and then when they hit you back, now you want to be all upset and sad and in your feelings. You want to go running. You know what I'm saying? To the first guy that'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? No. And the whole situation about the thing that's just so messed up about the situation is Chris is already kind of unpopular. You know, people. So many people don't like him. So many people don't like him because of his whole situation with, that happened between him and his ex-wife Queen Naija. But so many people already don't like him. He's Mr. Unpopular these days. So with him already, and on top of that, he's been arrested already before for impersonating a cop. And and then you have Parker, who is a gorgeous girl. She's a former child actress. She has this little light voice. All she gotta do is get to that police station, start crying or whatever, put on the waterworks, and everybody's going to believe everything that she has to say. You know what I'm saying? She appears to be innocent. Chris appears to be the villain. Whether that's the scenario or not, that's just what it appears to be. And because of that, you're just further tarnishing his reputation. You're further making this man look, bad in the public's eye. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't particularly like her. I'll be the first one to say it. Parker, I don't really necessarily have anything against her. I just don't like her whole attitude. When she got with Chris, she behaved as though she won a prize. Like you got into a relationship with someone who cheated on his wife multiple times, put his hands on her, uh, had control of all her money. Like they had a whole channel together, and he was keeping the money. And you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a prize. Is basically what I'm saying. He wasn't a prize then. He's still not a prize now. But she behaved as though she won something by getting involved with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, she got what she deserved because nobody deserves that. But it's kind of like, you know, be mindful. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't treat his wife, somebody he was with for what, 4 or 5 years, he didn't do her good with me. And the girls that he dated in between that time, from the time he split with Queen to the time he got with Parker, he dealt with, I'm not sure, 2, 3 girls in between that. Just you have to pay attention to stuff like that. Like this is the type of dude that he is. So when you get yourself involved in that situation and then things happen, you kind of got to say, yo, once again, take your L because you saw the signs, you saw what he was capable of, and you still got involved with this person. Period. You know. Um, Either way, I do still feel bad for her. Nobody deserves to go through that, and even a little bit of me feel bad for Chris because it's. I'm not saying he didn't. It's clear that he hit her. It's clear he abused her in some kind of way. He did more than just slap her. That's a fact. Okay, you don't get bruises on your wrist from being slapped in your face. That just don't make sense. It's impossible. Okay, uh, it's obvious that he did do something, but I feel bad only because she's making it seem as if it's all his fault, and I don't believe that for a second. I think it was both of their fault. You know what I'm saying? Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is if you keep your hands to yourself, if you value yourself, if you know your worth, if you know what I'm saying, just keep a good head on your shoulder, you won't have to find yourself in these type of situations. Okay? Know your worth. That's not just for my ladies, that's for guys too, because guys go through abuse. You know what I'm saying? They do. There's some guys out here that get beat up by their girlfriends, but they're too good of men to actually attack them back. But there's guys out here that get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And or talked down to, or you ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't ish. You You know what I'm saying? Or they have a dream. They want to be a rapper. They want to be, basketball player. And they, oh, you can't even. Oh, your rhyme stuck, or you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Just come on now. If you find yourself in a situation with somebody who don't even support your dreams, or stuff that you know what I'm saying, then maybe it's time for you to walk away. Maybe it's time for you to say, you know what, I deserve better. I deserve somebody who believes in me as much or even more than I believe in myself. Okay? Know your worth. Know what you bring to the table. Know your value so that you don't find yourself in an abusive situation. And if you are the abuser, seek help. Seek some type of therapy because you need to figure out why you out here hitting on somebody that ain't your child. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my last word on that. I hope that Parker, she seems to be in good spirits. She don't seem traumatized the least bit, according if her Instagram has anything to say about it. But you know what I'm saying? Either way, all I'm saying is abuse is just not, it's not cute, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. Everybody needs to be mindful of the things that they say. Okay? And that's just that, you know. But you guys can comment down below in the comment section, and let's talk about this. Let's debate. If you had a history of abuse, if you feel comfortable talking about it, let's talk about it. If you want me to further more on this topic, leave that in the comment section, and I'll do another video. Let's discuss this. Let's get this out there. Let's because it's a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of girls getting killed. There's a lot of girls coming up missing because they stay too long in a relationship with an abuser. You know what I'm saying? It's it's very important that if you are in that type of situation, you need to get help. You need to reach out to somebody and you need to get out of that situation before it gets serious and worse. And we all know what worse is. And nobody wants to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So get out of there. Seek you some help, something, but you have to get away from that because it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so sorry if this video I'm kind of all over the place, but like I said, this is like my fourth or fifth time trying to record this video, and the other ones was better, but I did the best I can. You know what I'm saying with this one. So yeah, but like I said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to get videos out as often as possible. Okay, but you guys have to let me know what you want me to talk about. Any topics, any celebrity drama, anything that you want, or you, like I said, advice. If you need some advice, if you need my opinion on something that you're going through, or want to know how I would handle the situation or how I would deal with it, let me know. Leave, topics in the comment section. Or as I said, if you're following me on Instagram, you can DM me some topics and we can discuss it. Um, I'm not sure what my next topic is going to be about in my next video, but um, we'll stay tuned for that, okay? Still, like I said, I'm regardless of what the topic is going to be about. Either way, I do plan on uploading many videos. So please make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell notification. You have to hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. So make sure you do that. And yeah, it's your girl Lady Mouse, and I'm out later.